Well, hello, Virgo. Hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Virgo, we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. Now, I have not fully done this is about to be June reading. Okay, because we already know everything that I read is always future, but I'm going to specifically ask for June. Okay, let us just specifically ask for June, and let's hope that we can get June's reading and not August reading, not September's reading. Hopefully we could get June, but we know it doesn't work that way. But either way, this is going to be a prediction for Virgos who are in the chat right now, for those who will be coming in and those who will see this playback, okay? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and pull for the first 3 cards. I'm going to pull to see what your theme is going to be for the month of June. That's what we're going to do. We're going to pull to see at least what the theme is going to be. Everything else, we'll get to in a minute. But let's go ahead and see. Let's see what comes out here for Virgo. And this is going to be for Virgo. This is going to be for Virgo. Theme for the month of June. Let's get it. Virgo. Theme for the month of June. All right. First card that popped out here for you, Virgo, is the Knight of Wands. Is the 6 of Wands. Is the Hierophant. And at the bottom of the deck, you guys have the 6 of Cups. Whew. Wow. Wow. There's a lot going on. Okay. Now, remember, when I say theme, it has to be one thing in particular. And based off of what I'm seeing, I see a lot of busyness. But that's not good enough. What is it that I'm looking at? I don't know why I'm seeing that there is some type of connection that you're making. And I'm going to say there is a connection that you're making in June. And I don't know if this is a connection romantically. We're going to get to it. I'm not sure if it's a connection romantically or if this is something business-wise or if you are connecting to a job or getting a job. But there's going to be something that you really, really like that's going to be happening or occurring in June. Okay. So the theme is connecting on some type of level with something that you are really going to like, whether it is a person, a job, maybe the house that you want to move in. It's something like that, the apartment you want to move in. I see it. Okay. Now, when I look at the overall energy, this whole read is all about a romantic love interest. But remember, I can't look at it for future per se, too far in the future. And I can't look at it as only love. So I'm looking at it as there's going to be something that you are really wanting to happen in June. And what is that in particular for you? I want to look at the themes. I see here something dealing with house or home or something dealing with a home. I see travel, hands down, traveling, hands down. I see a romantic interest without a doubt. Like that's the main thing that I see. Okay. You are connecting us with something that you are really wanting or something that's really happening for you in the month of June. Now, that is not where I'm going to stop. Now, you have the Knight of Wands, you have the 6 of Wands, and you have the Hierophant. I'm going to give you a little tidbit of something. There is going to be someone very special for you, someone that's going to either be in your life right now or who's going to come in your life that's going to give you a commitment, okay? That is the baseline of this read. And let me tell you why I know for a fact that this is meant to be. You literally had the past life card. You see, this is supposed to be Egypt. And this is supposed to be now. So this is telling you that there is a past life connection with you and someone that you were with in past times, olden times, ancient times. And then here, there's someone that you're connecting with, the same person. Okay, that was the first thing that I saw. Like I said, it is going to be something very intense that you're going to be going in as far as love, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and clarify this first card, which is the Knight of Wands, and I want to see, okay, what this means for you in the month of June here for Virgo. Let's get it. Let's clarify that Knight of Wands. We're going to get 2 or 3 cards. First card that comes out here literally says a leap of faith, grasshopper, but what? Moving on. I think this could, like I said, remember when I said moving? I don't know why I feel like you could be moving from you can be moving as far as like a house. I think I said that earlier, right? Didn't I say moving house or something? I don't know why I feel like you're leaving something behind. Like you're in the process of actually leaving something. That I do know, because I said moving on, leaving something behind, or traveling. Totally something that you're going to be doing. A change in direction. There it is again. Okay. Remember, I said all of that. Even more evidence that this is something that you're going to experience. And here it says luck. Okay. Now, why did I choose this one? Why did I choose luck? Now, I could have said any other definition on that card, right? I could have said the other definitions, but it's something in your reading that's telling me that luck is already here. So that's the reason why I chose that. But why is it hitting the Knight of Wands? Well, it wasn't the definition of the card or what I know to be what this means. It is also opportunity, because there's a door there. So this is a lucky opportunity, something that's going to be a chance happening for you. That's going to bring you great happiness. Because remember, your theme is what? Your theme is, oh, there's going to be something that's going to occur for you in the month of June that you really want. Some type of attraction, attention. Again, not on a romantic level. It could be anything. Housing, where do you stay, the type of job you want to get, the type of, like I said, house you want to live in, traveling to a certain state or to a certain country. It is going to happen. And I love the fact that the grasshopper is like a new beginning, because part of the what is that? The Fool card is the leap of faith. So we're saying there's about to be a new beginning with an opportunity that's about to come towards your door. Now, that was just with that card. Here it is again. Here, ooh, oh, wow. Let it be. The end. Detachment. This one says moving on. That was the first thing that I saw out of all the definitions on this card. And you see that. Let me tell you, you also have a warning here. Lighthouse talks about a warning. You see that? Isn't this the same card in a same way? Isn't this the same thing as this one when it says a change in direction? The navigational system. You have been off course. You have not been on track for what you are wanting, what you're supposed to be gaining or getting. You have not been there. And so now the lighthouse is always considered, especially this is a spiritual card. So this is saying that the universe is directing this. Has absolutely nothing to do with you. Maybe it's something that you don't see. Maybe it's something that you don't know. It's something like that. But yeah, that lighthouse, the system, whatever this is it says you are off course. Remember, obstacle. You are off course. I'm about to put you back on course. Something major is about to happen here for you. And if you don't know something, here with this high priestess, I'm telling you, baby, either secrets that you're going to find out or someone is keeping something from you, something like that. It can happen during a holiday season. You know how, like, if we're saying June, right? Let's say there is things that are starting to become obvious or evident. Okay. Let's say if it was a relationship, there could be something that's going to start being more evident in June. It can start then. Okay. Or again, when it comes down to a job, like you're like, I know for a fact I don't want to be here. You start looking for a new job. Okay. Because remember, winter is saying detaching from something. Now you're detaching from the job that you used to be at. Now you're detaching yourself from the house or the home that you used to live in. There is something here. Okay. But the high priestess to me is saying that you're using your intuition that something isn't right about where you are, about where you're going. You know something is off. And so here with the lighthouse, it is saying you are following your GPS, your spiritual GPS, baby. A detour where you thought you were heading, you are not. Now let's go ahead. Let's get the 6 of Wands. Let's see what comes out here for you, Virgo. Let's get the 6 of Wands for Virgo. The 6 of Wands is a really good energy, by the way. That is optimism. That's feeling great about something. You are feeling good about something. Okay. This is recognition. Someone sees you. Someone recognizes your talent at work. Someone, says, oh, they see your application and your resume. Out of 100 people, you're the person that they choose. Remember, there's something new here with that new beginning card, especially with the leap of faith. There's something new. And it's because somebody see your worth, your talent, your abilities. And even if we're talking about relationship wise, they see you. And they are wanting your attention, or they will let themselves be known to you with the 6 of Wands. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and see what this is. Let's get the 6 of Wands here. Okay, wow, look at that. New beginnings, a desire, fertility, something's happening. That's why you're so optimistic. You cannot make this up. Stop playing with me. I got to show this one first. New beginnings again. Okay, it was at the bottom of the deck and now it's showing up here. This is why you're so optimistic. There is something happening here. It says you're carefree. You have a new perspective on life. There's something brand new happening. And remember, we just said that, okay? Brand new house, brand new home, brand new car, brand new job, something that's happening for you in the month of June. That is going to change the way that you see your life, see the trajectory of where you thought you were going, okay? Because you're like, I'm not going anywhere. Some things are not happening. This is not working. Something isn't working, right? And so here, there is going to be a new beginning for you. It's going to be fresh. That's the whole point of a baby, right, child, right? That's the whole point of a baby, something fresh, something new that you're going to experience. And you're so optimistic about it. 6 of Wands is saying you feel victorious. You feel like you're finally winning here with the 6 of Wands. Somebody is definitely trying to get your attention. Why? There's luck again. And there is a clover, but for some odd reason, there's a person in this reading. There's a person in this card. Okay? It says there's an unexpected coincidence. Something that you do not expect that's going to happen here for you with that clover. Could that be the reason why you're such in a good mood with the 6 of Wands? I would say so. You had luck 3 times. Remember, it was before the first card came out. I said, I don't know why I saw luck. Well, because I saw luck in the tarot. So you had it 3 times that it's showing. You had unexpected here and spontaneous there. You don't even expect it to happen. You don't even expect whatever this is to occur. It's more so how it will happen. Not that you don't know, especially if you got personal readings from whoever, right? It's how it's going to happen. Maybe how good it will get or how good it will be when it happens. That could be the thing that's going to feel unbelievable to you. Okay? Your dream job or something close to it actually occurring, that's going to feel like, oh my God, I didn't expect for that to happen. It's going to be something like that. And it's going to be a happy coincidence. Even if you're bumping into somebody that you never thought that you're going to bump into, or you're coming across someone you never thought that you were going to come across, it is definitely something like that in this reading. You're going to get clarity too. You're going to get some type of clarity. If you guys are signing any kind of contracts or something like that, you're going to get or if there's a bargain or a deal. I don't know why I'm hearing it sound like a bargain or a deal or something like that. It is going to be in your favor. Like the scales is going to end up more so on your end, on your side. Okay. There's going to be something also that you're going to see. It's like a problem or a situation. Remember I said something can start in June? It says a magnifying glass. There's going to be something that's going to be magnified. And you're going to get the clarity that you need. So now you get to see it. Now you see it. Now you see what it is. Now you see exactly what you need to do and where you're headed, because you see what the problem was after all, or the things that you need to change in order to find a solution to something. It is going to be something like that. You're going to be able to see it, and then you're able to solve it. Whatever situation, whatever problem that you were having, even if it was with a family member, a lover, you're going to be able to see it, and you're not going to be able to not see it. Because it says it is magnified, and it is very important that you know. That is what this is basically saying. Because remember, this right here is saying, I have to guide you in the right direction. And it's going to be something that you see about the job that you are residing in, about a family member who's been acting funny and you didn't know why, or a friend that's been acting funny and you didn't know why. You're going to find out. You're going to know. You're going to be able to see it in the month of June. Now, the Hierophant talks about commitments. And so we're going to see what you are committing to in the month of June. You see that you guys are going to have a brand new beginning. You're about to get back on track in June. You are definitely getting back on track in June. There's more optimism that you're feeling, and you feel victorious, like you've overcome something. Let's get to the Hierophant. For Virgo. Let's get to the Hierophant for Virgo. Wow. Wow. There it is, problem solver. That's not really the card that I'm reading. I'm not reading that definition, but I'm telling you, whatever issue you've been having, it's about to be resolved, or starting to be. If things have been wound up tight, I see strings unraveling. I'm seeing things unraveling for you, so you don't feel so, I don't know. I'm not gonna say burden. That's another thing that I felt, that something was been very burdensome for you, but also you've been feeling trapped by a situation, by a circumstance. I see that it's unraveling. And the first thing that I can tell you is because now you have a choice. Because the crossroad actually talks about a decision, a choice, something that you need to do. Okay, freeing yourself. Now, this is obvious. If you are in a committed relationship, or believe that you're in a connection, or if you are in a connection, if you are in a contract with business or something like that, I see you free. One of the first cards on here says free will, and the other one says independent. You are freeing yourself from something that you felt trapped in, or burdened by, or you felt committed to. And maybe I feel committed to actually do this for my family. And just because they're my family, I feel obligated. I feel committed to it, right? And coming up soon, like I said, in the month of June, you're just going to be like, I don't really feel like I should be doing this anymore. You don't even know why you're feeling that way. It's just going to come. Just remember, a new perspective. It's just going to come overnight. I just feel like this is something I don't have to do. You're not going to feel obligated towards something. And for those who are in a committed relationship, you are definitely at a crossroad. Do I free myself from this person? Do I leave this person? Is this something that I want? Oh, yeah. You're like in between worlds here, a lot of you, okay? For some of you, it's because you've been dealing with someone who's been very clever about the way that they move, Okay, been very slick, been very sly. Because here with this raccoon card, it talks about a mischievous energy, someone doing something behind the scenes, which we kind of saw that with the high priestess, right? Secrets, but we saw the magnifying glass. So that means if it's something that's been secret or something that's been hidden, you're going to find out about it. Okay. And then here it is with the magician. Now, this is what I really love to see. The magician is a messenger, number one, in this reading. It is the message. It is something that you will find out, number one. It is a conversation that you're going to have. It is a phone call that you've been waiting for. It is something that you have been waiting for or wanting that will be manifesting in the month of June. And the reason why I say I don't like to say specifically, because there's going to be someone here that's going to be like, oh, it didn't happen in the month of June. I already said, remember, it depends on where you are on the timeline, but I'm telling you there's going to be something. You may not see it. You may not know it. It may not be obvious yet, but there is something that's happening behind the scenes. And for some of you, it's going to be direct. It's going to be direct. It's going to be like, boom, the person calls you like, hey, I was wondering if you will be wanting to be wanting to be an associate here at our firm or be an associate here at this company. If you guys will like this, okay. Or there's going to be someone that's going to call you, or you're going to be meeting someone new. It's going to be obvious, direct, and it's not going to be one of those things that it's just vague and it's going to happen down the line. No, this is something real. Okay. Now, the magician is also something that you have been trying to manifest. Now, this is the commitment. And we see two people are standing with each other. Now, I told you in the beginning of the reading that this reading really is a romantic read. This is nothing else. But you got to break it down into other things that you could be experiencing. But this is literally telling you that you're about to have a soulmate. And it's going to happen exactly when it's supposed to happen, because at the bottom of the deck, it says what? Divine timing. Remember when we said in the beginning of this has nothing to do with you, that like basically like the universe has this with that whole guiding light, that guidance system. That's something else. You were off track, that you're about to take a detour, something that you don't even really expect here. That's exactly what's about to occur. Whether it's June or July, I don't know why I feel like it's more so summer month. Okay, I feel like it's more so something happening in the summer, or it can happen during Scorpio season, because you did get Scorpio at the bottom of the deck. Scorpio and Aquarius is coming out really strong here in your reading. I can't say Taurus because Taurus already passed. The only thing I can say with Taurus is that would be the new year. The new year, something major can happen. Maybe you by that time, you and your person finally are going to come to terms with that. Yes, you and this person are going to be together forever, right? Then you're going to finally make that commitment, but you meet them sometime this year. That could happen, but there is definitely about to be an opportunity. There's about to be huge things that are going to be coming in here for you, especially in the areas where you guys have been feeling very stuck, very trapped, very bound to something, bound down, not able to be free. That is your theme for June. Now, I want to actually pull something and see if I can get that same card or that same energy from your element deck. And I'm only going to pull one card. Let's hope it's a good one. Okay. This is for Virgo. Let's see Virgo's overall energy for the month of June. Oh, okay. So I want to put that like that. You had two cards that came out when you flip this. You guys had Saturn. Okay, Saturn could be considered as the spousal energy. Now, this was the card that flipped that I'm supposed to read, but this is the card that literally flipped over. It says you're meant to fulfill your divine contract. Just telling you. Isn't that what I just talked about here with commitments? And we have to look at this in every shape and form. You have commitments all up in this reading, commitments to family, commitments to your job, commitments to yourself, commitments to relationships, maybe even the one that you're in right now. There is something that has got to be completed, even if you decide to leave, right? Even if you decide to leave, there is something that has got to be finished. in order for you to move on, because there's some attachment, there's a letting it be. Okay, there's something that's happening here where you're a change in direction. So for some of you, like I said, I can't say this for everybody. I can't. If it was an individual read, I'll be able to tell just by the tarot. But there is something here that you are meant to experience. And this could also be the new energy and the good energy. Because isn't this the same as the soulmate? I would say so. This is spouse or spouse-like. You, Virgo, you are going to be the number one priority in June. No more being put on the back burner. No more saying that you're going to consider other people outside of you. No more of considering other people's feelings, yada, yada. You get it. And we talked about that specifically with the family energy, but that can go in relationships. That can happen even at your job energy here, Virgo 6th house. Y'all always, be the one who's doing extra work, right? Just because you just want to make sure everything gets done right. You get what I'm saying? It's like it can be in any area of your life where you've been little miss too much or Mr. too much. You've been doing too much and you have not been taking care of yourself. And Virgo even specifically talks about that. It's like, hey, and you came out saying this to yourself. You came out telling you that now it's going to be Virgo's time, especially for the month of June. Now, nobody can say they can't relate to that. You can't even say that you can't relate to it. You can't be like, oh, well, that ain't got nothing to do with me. It does, because it's you. And what is this telling you that you need to do? It's saying that you guys need to be a little bit more responsible. You need to be a little bit more practical. You need to be a little bit more detailed about yourself. You need to worry about your health. You need to worry about your job. If things are out of order, it needs to get in order. How doesn't that relate to you? Anyone and everyone who's going to be looking at this relates to you. Let's say it again. Planning, strategizing, practicality, your health, your work, getting things in order. Self-care, number one with Virgo. That is what I'm seeing in the month of June. Let's get one more card here. Let's see what Virgos will be dealing with in the month of June. And the only reason why I would say hardships or dealing with is because Saturn came out. So this is kind of letting me know that some of you guys are still having problems with self-control. Some of you guys are still having a problem with discipline in the month of June. So you have two earth signs here that's like, Virgo, I'm telling you what you need to do. I'm telling you what you need to focus on. But Saturn is a doubly, right? Saturn is like, yeah, I'll tell you what you need to do. But what is also your hardship? What is also your problem? You're being tested. You're also dealing with people who may lack maturity. You're also needing to be practical about certain things. And some of you guys are not. Some of you guys are having self-control issues like spending or saying no. Okay. Now let's go ahead. Let's get into this. Let's see what Virgos will be dealing with for the month of June. Okay. That one fell, but I want you guys to see it. This is the one that fell. I'm going to pull one so you can see. Thank you. Getting that money. Love it. Hello, getting that money. Okay, that's what it says that you're going to be focusing on in the month of June. I would agree, because Virgo is the 6th house. I would definitely agree with that. And that's what we literally just said. I really do believe that you guys are going to be focusing on your money. Like I said, focusing on your finances and focusing on you. I love the fact that that card came out. Now, this is another thing that I see. We can actually look at this in both ways because it's spun around. So it was like this at first and then it spun around to this. Now, some of you guys in general may have some anxiety about some things. Now, it says pain and anxiety, but that could have something to do with some codependencies or any type of addictions. Addiction could be anything, y'all. Okay. Anything that you are dependent on, whether it's social media, alcohol, it could be Starbucks. Okay. It could be anything. There is something that you are learning to release. And the only time you actually get into this energy is when you are experiencing pain or something is feeling painful to you. You go straight back to the thing that makes you feel good. It could be food. Okay. So remember we talked about self-control. I'm gonna say that before this card even came out. I feel like it has something to do with self-control. There's discipline that needs to be had with that Virgo and that Saturn energy. Even it's boundaries. Even if it's a person, you need to start setting boundaries. Okay. Now we're going to pull it this way. And when you look at it this way, it says intervention or involuntary admission. Now, I will say when it comes down to this right here, I feel like this could be you, but I don't know. I feel like there is somebody with some type of issue around you. Because remember, I said it was outside of you too, but this is affecting you in some kind of way. But I feel like there is somebody around you that has some type of issue. Now, issues can stretch, and I can't say that it's drugs or alcohol. I can't say that. But I do feel like there could be somebody with some type of issue. I don't know. I don't know what the issue could be. It could be a family member. It could be a friend that may have some type of issue or something like that. Because even if you look at this, it just feels like confusion with that maze, right? Somebody could be playing mind games because maze talks about mind. It's all about the mind. And the magician also talks about the mind. So for some of you, you could be in this energy of, I don't want to say being toyed with, but again, it's some type of anxiety or something that you feel anxious about. That's the only hardship that I see for the month of June. I'm not really seeing anything else. I feel like there's a sense of angst, and it could be because of a coworker. It could be because of a family member or a lover. Okay. But there's some sense of angst that I am seeing. But again, we're going to have a lot of different cards and a lot of different perspectives of what we are going to be experiencing in June. And this is only one of them. Okay. So Virgo, thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you are interested in a personal reading, all the information is down below in the description box. If you have Sagittarius in your chart, I'm going to collect all these cards. I'm going to clear the energy, and I will be coming on doing Sagittarius in a minute. All right. I love you guys. I'll see you guys later. Bye.